This special NFL Draft edition of Hey Fightin Podcast, Road to the Pros, is brought to you by Community Coffee, bringing people together over great tasting coffee for over 4 generations. Discover your favorite blend at your local grocery store or visit us at communitycoffee.com. All right, Terrace Marshall, what's going on, man? Long time no see. How you been?
What's good, man? I'm good. All is well. How you been?
I've been good. It's good to catch up with you. What's this experience like for you, going through the NFL draft process? And it's a little bit different because not getting to go to the combine, but having the combine here, it's different, right? But you get to be back at LSU and somewhere you're comfortable. So what's just going through the car wash and get ready for tomorrow? What's that been like?
Man, this process has been it's been crazy. It's been very fun. I just been taking it one day at a time. And the time is finally here, bro. And I'm just blessed to be in this position. I'm ready to be able to go out there and in front of the scouts on pro day and do what I do.
This is a weird year. I've talked with all these guys about just how difficult this year was and how difficult COVID made it and the effect it had on the season. And you had to make a difficult decision. Was it after the A&M game, I think? Yeah. And you had to sit down and evaluate and make the best decision for your future. So what was that like to sit down and I'm sure it was something you juggled the whole season. It's probably something you thought about before the season like Jamar did. It's probably stuff that you had to think about the whole year. How difficult was that? How challenging was this year? And then just the process behind making a decision like that?
Me, actually, man, I wasn't really, thinking about opting out,
Yeah.
until like the week of me opting out. Me just talking over my family, just making the best business decision for myself and for my future. With that year, that whole year with COVID and everything, it was a lot going on. So, I just feel like, you can lose it all in one snap.
Yeah.
So I just feel like, just handling my business, and taking care of me and my family, putting us first in life. I just feel like that was the best decision for me.
What was it like watching those last 2 games?
It was a little miserable. I wanted to be out there.
Yeah, it's going to be weird.
Yeah, I definitely want to leave them, but like I said, at the end of the day, I had to do what I had to do. But, I was steady rooting for them when I was at home watching.
What have you thought about your legacy that you left behind at LSU at all? I know you've been very, very focused on this part of your journey and getting ready for the draft and trying to set yourself up for the future. But have you had any time to reflect on the legacy you left here, whether it's the records you set, the touchdowns you scored, national championship, all that stuff, or is it not the time to look back at that yet?
Yeah, all of those times definitely played through my head, every day. Even the championship game, the championship catch, that whole historic season. And then for my freshman year, when everything wasn't looking, all bright.
Yeah.
It just all correlated together. It just constantly remind me that, just to keep grinding. It's more ahead, it get greater later. Even though, there were great things in the past, it's always going to be better. So, it just constantly motivated me to know, that, good days are here and good days are to come.
Yeah, I was watching you at the NFLSU video shoot part with the lights and stuff, and I was sitting there like, he probably always imagined this is where he would be, right? Like coming out of high school, 5-star pick, 5-star recruit, number 1 receiver in the country. You probably always thought, yeah, I'm gonna play for 3 years and I'm gonna get in the NFL draft and be draft eligible and it's gonna be my time. But then I was also thinking but his journey to this point was like probably not anything that he expected. So. Just looking back on that journey, what were the hardest things to get through, and what were the biggest lessons you learned?
Man, the death of my grandparents coming out of high school, just with my mom, dealing with her with that, just helping, just being a shoulder that she can lean on. The injuries that I've overcome from my senior year to my sophomore year, then to my junior year. Just everything in life, it just showed me that everything is meant to be. Everything happens for a reason. Every situation that has happened in the past has put me in this, in this position, in this mind state that I'm in today. So, I can't be nothing but thankful for it.
So the last time you take off that LSU jersey to where you are now, from the moment you say, all right, I'm moving on from my college career, it's time to focus on my professional career. What was kind of your self-evaluation process of, okay, here's the things that I showed on film, here's the things I'm good at that people know I can do, here's the things I need to work on. How did you go through that process?
One thing that I've been working on is my mental, it's my concentration. I know during the season sometimes I'll be taking off plays.
Yeah.
That's something that I'll definitely fix, day one at the next level. just with my blocking and stuff like that. You know, the small things that turn into big things.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty much, you know, just polishing, you know, my game, just growing up, being a vet, you know, being a vet at it, going out there, you know, making everything look simple. So that's everything I've been practicing on this off season. It's just been my the mental things of the game.
Where you been working out at?
I've been at I started at a House of Athlete
Uh-huh.
in Miami, and then I went to McKinney, Texas, to Michael Johnson Performance.
Yep. Who are some of the guys you've been working out with, and who's been pushing you?
In Texas, I was with Seth Williams. I was with Quinn Morris, Luke Ford, Ian Book from Notre Dame.
Mm-hmm.
And then in Miami, I was with Racy. I was with Kerry, all those guys. I mean, you know, that's a brotherhood there.
Mm-hmm.
That never changed. So, I mean, I had great motivation from both places. And they helped me get to where I am right now.
When's the last time you saw that guy standing in the door right there?
Actually, we was in Dallas together.
Okay,
so, you know,
there you go.
we was
Jamar
together
Chase,
all
for
the
those who
time.
can't see.
We was together all the time. So, I mean, you know how that is.
What-
He still get on my nerves, though. So,
Talk about him, man. You guys came in together.
yeah.
Different paths, but similar success.
Mm-hmm.
What's y'all's relationship been like? And now y'all are kind of going through this process together, working out together. First round picks, 5-star guys coming out of high school, guys that broke records at LSU. What's that dynamic like?
Man, what's crazy is that when we was in high school, we actually talked about everything that's going
crazy.
on right now. We was on same 7-on-7 team, going to camps together.
Mm-hmm.
Man, we just everything that's going on right now, we actually talked about it and manifested it. And I mean, it's crazy to actually see, you know, what position we in. All of the records, all of the touchdowns, you know, doing everything together on the field and off the field, like everything. We talked about all of this before he even signed the paper to come to LSU.
So you talked about it before.
Yeah.
Was that vision still clear after your freshman seasons when I know Jamar had the big bowl game, but you know, you battled injury. He didn't play a ton really until the end of the season in that bowl game. And you get a new passing game coordinator coming in, some guy named Joe Brady that nobody's ever heard of from the Saints. And, you know, you got a quarterback in Joe Burrow that people are questioning if he's good enough to play at this level after his first year at LSU. Was that vision still clear going into that 2019 season?
Yeah, honestly, man, it was. Man, we were so humble and we worked so hard in the off season. It shows. Like, I mean, we already knew that, you know, the cream gonna rise to the top eventually. So, I mean, we just kept working. All we knew is work. Even in high school, we working. So, I mean, that's just our life. This is our life. Football is our life. So, and we know what we want, you know, in life. So, I mean, we was talking about even freshman year, you know, after we wasn't playing, you know, that much. On the sideline, we'll be talking, you know, like, hey, this going to be us next year.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we never lost sight, you know, of what was ahead, and here we are now.
Right around the Rookie of the Year announcement a few months ago, I went back and listened to the interview I did with Justin right before the 2019 season. It was so weird to, like, listen to it knowing what was about to happen and just the confidence he had and the way that the season was going to play out. He was like, we're going to put on a show, we're going to set records. And I remember interviewing him at the time and being like, all right, like that's good. I hope that happens. But now you look back on it and it all happened. The success that he had last year, how much have you talked with him about transitioning from college to the NFL? And what was it like to watch him go to that level and just dominate the way that he did it?
Man, it was crazy to watch it, but, I mean, at the end of the day, we weren't surprised.
Yeah.
You know, we with him every day. We practice with him. We know how competitive we all are. So it's like he just, you know, kept being, he brought what he had here to the NFL. And, you know, coming from NFL LSU, I mean, that's just how it is. I mean, when you translate, I mean, everything is going to be, you know, not foreign to you. So, I mean, he went in there and showed out, bro. It was no surprise to me, but I'm glad the world was able to be able to see it. So.
Yeah, I mean, it's incredible to see where you guys have come from and where you're headed to. We're going to play a little game now that I've been playing with all the guys. You can see all the names up there, all the faces up there. We're going to start from left to right with Tori, work your way down to Zach. But I've been asking everybody to look at that picture and build me the perfect NFL draft prospect. Just take one characteristic from each guy, one trait that guy has. It could be physical. It could be hands or speed or strength. It could be an intangible, toughness, you know, versatility, whatever. So start with Tori, work your way down, and tell me the guy and what you're taking from him.
Tori, I'm going to say grit.
He's got a lot of grit. He's a pretty gritty guy.
Yeah. Jamar, I'm going to say explosive.
Okay.
Yeah. Jabril, versatile.
Mm-hmm.
Me, versatile. Racy, strong. Tyler, pancakes. Jacoby, tough. Carrie, savvy.
Okay.
Zach, smart.
Zach always gets the best one. You're the first one not to say speed
Yeah.
for Carrie.
Oh,
Yeah,
speed too.
Yeah.
Give him two.
You went with savvy. I like
Yeah.
savvy. All right. Speaking of speed, this isn't going to air until after tomorrow. But give me a little preview of tomorrow. What are we going to see tomorrow?
You're gonna see a 4-3.
4-3.
Yeah.
Oh, that's moving. I like the 4-3.
Yeah.
What'd you run coming out of high school?
I ran 140 in high school. It was like the end of my junior year. It was laser time at the Nike Open. I ran like a 4.53.
4.53.
Yeah.
How different? We always see the 40 is what everyone pays attention to, right? With this stuff, and I don't know how valuable it is. It certainly can make you a lot of money if you run fast, but football speed is football speed. How much nuance goes into preparing for a 40-yard dash? You know, it's not just line up and run as fast as you can, right? How much training have you done on that part?
It's definitely a process. You go day in, day out, week in, week out. I mean, the way that some of the strength coaches or the speed coaches train is like you go out there like Mo. Say for Mo, he let you line up first, let you do what you do, and then he'll critique you. Be like, ugh. He'll be like, that's ugly. And then probably a couple weeks in, he'll start to give you all the game, and then you start to progress, and then you'll see yourself, getting faster in the 40 and all of that. But I mean, that's pretty much it's a process. Like it's a progression type thing.
If you run 4.3, like just walk out of the building, like just leave, and go home and stay in bed until the draft because you're gonna
meet me outside.
Yeah, I'll meet you outside. We'll you can just chill until the draft if you do that. What else? Vertical bench press, all that stuff.
I don't know what I'm gonna jump in the vertical.
Okay.
Because with adrenaline, I mean, you just don't know.
Yeah.
Like, you just go out there and you just jump.
Yeah.
So that's that's the thing. I was working on it, but I don't really know what I'm gonna jump in the 40.
Yeah.
I mean, jumping in vertical.
Yeah. How you envisioned this and you're going through it now. It was funny watching you and Jamar and your kind of different approaches. Jamar, all the cameras are on him and he loves it and he's leaning into it. And then you're kind of the more quiet guy. What's it like just being in the spotlight in this way and all eyes are on you? I know it's a little bit different just because the draft is a little bit set up different because all the COVID stuff and you're doing it here at LSU rather than Indianapolis or whatever. But what is it like to spend these weeks where not only are the cameras on you, but these coaches are watching you. Everyone's picking you apart, saying, "Can you do this? Can you do that?" How's that spotlight?
I mean, I was a 5-star coming out of high school, so I mean, I pretty much experienced that at firsthand. Yeah. Like going to camps, cameras being all in your face, like it's kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
And so it's like I've did that already, and then now it's like I'm able to adjust to it and look at it as what it is, So
yeah,
and still be humble, still be me. So, I mean, I just look at it as, I had already did it.
Yeah. You've done a bunch of interviews already with teams and stuff?
Oh, yeah, most of.
What's the prep like for that? Are you and your agent sit down and do, like, mock interviews and all that kind of stuff?
Me, personally, I didn't even need no practice for it all. I mean, football is second nature, so when we talk about it, I mean, I shouldn't even be, it shouldn't be foreign to me.
Yeah.
And then
we prepped you here. We got you ready.
Right.
All those post-game interviews.
Yeah. And then, I mean, they ask everything about, my personality and character, and I know myself, so I mean, it's just pretty much be a piece of cake for me.
Any of them ask you about Joe Delaney?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Yeah. That's so cool that like that's been a part of your story for forever, and now it's got a chance to really come full circle. Because it's one thing for, that story to be there and for him to be a inspiration to you and a connection with your family. But, he made it to the league. He played for the Chiefs. He was Rookie of the Year, right?
Yeah, he played 1 year in the NFL.
1 year, and so now you're there. You're on the brink of that. I mean, have you – when they ask you about that, what do they ask and how do you answer it?
I mean, I just always tell them that I somewhat feel connected to him in some type of way. Never met him, but it's always like, and I talk to my family. They always say that I remind them of him. So, I mean, I just, just continue on the legacy, while doing my own legacy. Just, getting that torch from him and just continue on and make him the family proud.
What are do you hear any doubts about your game? Oh, Terrace can't do this, Terrace can't do that. And then how do you address those doubts if you hear them?
I mean, I look at it as, you're not going to be able to please everybody in life. So,
yeah.
I mean, you can either like me, you either with me or you either against me. Either way, I'm going to do me. So,
yeah.
I mean, I don't really look into all the critic stuff. I mean, I go out there, I know I give my all. I mean, I know that I'm a ball, whenever the ball come my way. So, I mean, I just, look at it as, you're going to have the naysayers and you also going to have your supporters. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
just make them choose a side.
Well, I'm biased, but there's not much to criticize. I'll end on this. Who's a guy that you're looking forward to at the next level, either matching up against a cornerback, maybe it's somebody on the other sideline, maybe it's somebody you played with here at LSU, or somebody that you love to play with? Is there a guy, whether it's somebody that you know, somebody that you idolized growing up, that it's like, man, when I play with or against this guy, it's going to be like, this is going to be different. It's going to be welcome to the NFL.
Yeah. Me and Jamar, bro. Like, it don't matter what team we go to.
It.
Like, I'm ready to be able to go on the field, snap it up, do the jersey swap, do all of that, because it's just dreams come true. And it's just something that we talked about, and we actually came here and did it together. So, I mean, it's gonna be crazy to be able to, be on the field at the highest level in the world and just be able to look back at everything and just say we did it. Like,
trying to do the math in my head, how we can get the Bengals to pick you and Jamar. Just get all y'all back together and y'all can just break records.
Man, that'd be crazy.
That would be crazy.
That'd be crazy.
But, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be, to borrow your phrase.
It's all in God's hands.
There you go. All right, Terrace Marshall, appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Appreciate you.